Structural issues can wreak havoc on your deal. R from California, this is your video. Let's dive in.
This is your show. This is the show where I work for you directly, taking your needs. I'm going through the MLS and I'm trying to find the best possible deal for you guys. Put down 25%. That's the perfect way to buy this. That's why real estate investing is the greatest industry in the world.
Hey, real estate investors, welcome to another episode of the MLS Search and Analysis Show here on Holton-Wise TV. As always, I am your host, James Wise, coming to you live from my home office due to all of the social distancing and stay-at-home orders, et cetera, yada, yada. Don't want to spend any time going over that stuff. You guys know what's going on right now. So, the home office setup, this is the norm for right now. Can't wait for all this to be over and get back in the Holton-Wise studio. But we're still coming at you guys, providing you guys education, deals, opportunities, and our property management and construction staff. Even though we are trying to work with every protocol that the government is putting out there and, recommendations by the CDC, essential field employees that cannot work from offsite are still going to be able to go in the field. So don't think you guys need to stop investing during this time. We are still able to open and close escrow, handle renovations, et cetera, et cetera. And my guy today, R from California, my man. You are looking to do some investing. You found a particular property, 1504 Sherbrook, that is in South Euclid, is a triplex. You would like me to analyze that, do some due diligence for you. Just going over some of the things you'd like to do, your goals here. You've got $50,000 cash. You're either interested in putting that money towards down payments on multifamily properties, or if need be, you're going to want to do cash and then burr it back out. You're open to Section 8, and, the majority of what you're telling me is you're just looking for solid cash flow, possibly D neighborhood, C or B. Well, this one is a B neighborhood, so there won't be any issues. But the topic of today's show is really going to be about structural issues and how they can derail plans. Because I've actually already analyzed this property for another client just a few days ago, as a matter of fact. Husband-wife team, they've bought several properties from me. And they were interested in purchasing this property. They wanted to just utilize their funds for down payment funds and then pick up a cash flowing rental. And, this is a nice triplex listed at $120,000. So it all made sense. But as we got further into the deal after that analysis, things kind of changed. So what I'd like to do first is have you take a look at that footage now.
Moving on to the triplex in South Euclid. Solid B-class neighborhood. This one, another one that's been on the market for too long. 163 days, listed at $119,900. 1504 Sherbrook Road, South Euclid, 44121. This triplex has currently one tenant, and then we've got 2 empty units. So we do have to do a little bit of repairs, but since it's been on the market so long, I think we'll get a nice discount off the current list price. So let's see what we got from the photos. Now, I'm anticipating spending approximately $20,000 on the renovation. Now, when you pull up these photos, things look pretty good. They look pretty nice. That carpet doesn't appear to be too old. The walls are neutral, not necessarily the agreeable gray I like to see, but they're okay. They're like a cream color, not the end of the world, but I want to spend some money in the kitchen, right? This doesn't look good. Like, this is a teeny tiny fridge, not even a full-size fridge. We got, Granny's, whatever the fuck this is called, these border things. All I know is it's old. Nobody's happy about that. You got the little crummy $10 gold light fixture. Like, this outlet cover, if you actually look, you got a white outlet cover, but actually look at the outlet itself. It's like some gross off-white type thing. So we got to spend some bones in the kitchen, right? We want to make the kitchens look good. Same thing with the baths, man. Like, this is old, right? This is just old, dated, grimy looking. These tiles got to be 40, 50 years old. So we got to put some money into modernizing the kitchens and the baths in these units, making them look good. That's where we want to spend the money. We do that, and we'll have some pretty nice units. Like this kitchen, like this is just, it's, look at this flooring, right? It's a small kitchen. this is not an ideal kitchen, so we at least need to make it cosmetically nicer. I mean, look at this crummy old wooden countertop. I mean, that is not going to work for us. So we're going to really want to, fix this up. We're definitely going to need to repaint this stuff. Another granny bathroom, right? So it's just not up to snuff currently. So that's why I want to spend approximately $20,000 fixing it up. We do that, what we'll have is we'll have the current tenant who's paying $800 in a 2-bed, 1-bath. The other one where I want to do the kitchen, but the rest of the apartment, the cosmetics look pretty good from our photos. That's another 2-bed, 1-bath. We'll have another person in there at 8. And then the really teeny tiny 1-bedroom without the ideal layout, it's kind of like a bonus unit. Since we're going to make it look so good cosmetically, we'll still be able to get $600. So that's going to be $2,200 a month coming in, or $26,400 a year coming in. Of course, we don't get to keep all that, so we're going to budget $110 repairs and maintenance, vacancy and non-payment, CapEx, taxes. Taxes are a little higher now because we are in South Euclid. The tax rate is higher, plus the value of this property is going to be higher, so $331 a month. Insurance should still be about $80 a month. Again, anybody out there, if you want to lower your rate, we not only are appointed through farmers, we're also appointed through a bunch of other random little business-to-business niche insurance companies, not like your Progressive or your Geico companies that advertise on TV, just like little niche stuff that you've probably never heard of. So we're able to like shop your portfolio around, get you guys a super low rate. Because look, man, I get it. You guys are real estate investors. You don't care about this or that coverage. What you want is a basic fire policy with a huge coverage on liability in case somebody gets murdered or injured at one of your properties. Other than that, you don't need like personal property coverage, or you don't want to do the coverage where they cover lost rents. That's all garbage. None of that is good. We got to keep those rates low. That's the best way to do it. And my guys, click that link below and we'll take care of you. Now, back to the numbers on this property, water and sewer. We have 3 units, so we got to account for more. More people are going to be using that water and sewer, so that should be $225. Lawn care, even though we got 3 units as opposed to 2, still only got 1 yard, so $44, and then the PM fees $220. So on average of that $2,200, I anticipate us spending $1,230 to operate the property, leaving us NOI every month $970. That makes this bad boy a 9.3 cap. Down payment, small, $26,250. Mortgage is only going to be $78,750. After you pay off your mortgage, you still should be able to walk away with, on average, $638 in your pocket. And when you're figuring out your cash-on-cash return, remember, you need to divide the amount of money you make after you pay off your mortgage with your initial outlay. So in addition to the $26,250 we put down for the down payment, we also need to factor in that we spent another $20,000 on that renovation. So all into this deal, even though the down payment's only $26,250, you should have roughly $46,250 your own cash invested in this deal. But since you're going to be bringing home almost $8,000 a year on average after paying off that mortgage, that's still a 16.55% cash-on-cash return. And this is just a solid property listed by a company called Kiefer Realty. And I think the price, $120. I think since it's been on the market for so long, I think we'll be able to beat that down. $105 is the most I'd like you to pay. That's what I did these numbers on, but we'll probably start lower. We'll probably start like 96, 97, somewhere in there. Of course, we'll make it violation-free, contingent on, no city violations, things of that nature. We'll make sure we get your inspector in there. We'll make sure it appraises for an amount equal or higher than our contracted purchase price. Just all the normal due diligence things that we can do, that we need to do beyond this analysis. Like, this analysis is awesome. This really helps folks out there who are investing in the Cleveland market, especially those investing in the Cleveland market for the first time. This really helps you guys mitigate your risks. But this is just the beginning, right? This is a desktop video analysis. Everything I'm doing from here, from this studio. We still need to make sure we get a person physically at the property to inspect everything to make sure there's no surprises. And if there are surprises, that's okay. We just need to account for them. There could be, issues. That doesn't mean we walk away from the deal. We try to negotiate a price reduction or try to negotiate the sellers to fix that stuff before you purchase it, right?
All right, R. So from all of that footage, I was very high on that particular property at that time. I thought it would make a lot of sense, and I thought $105,000 was the correct price for them to go. Now, like I said, we got further into that deal. They ended up not doing the deal because things changed. And unfortunately, those things are probably also going to prevent you from doing the deal as well. What I've got up on the screen for you now is the inspection report that we were provided by the listing agent. You see, what had happened is another person tried to purchase this property from the listing agent. We don't have anything to do with that person, okay? And that particular person backed out of the sale after the inspection that you're looking at right now came out. What the major issue was, and this is why my clients decided the deal wasn't going to work for them and why I don't think it's going to work for you, is we have some serious structural concerns with this particular property. These bowling walls in the basement are just going to wreak havoc on the deal, right? Now, what it is to fix this properly, to actually get it the 100% correct way, is what you do is you go in and you actually just dig the wall out. You remove the wall and you completely rebuild the wall. Now, the cost for that is approximately $125 to $150 per foot. Now, if I'm guesstimating, I'm going to say that this particular property is probably, 75 to 100 feet long, maybe 40 to 45 feet wide. So with that cost, depending on which two walls, I'm not 100% clear on which two walls, nor am I 100% clear on the actual measurements, but we're looking at a worst case scenario here. If it is going to be the highest price plus the longest amount of footage, two walls at 100 feet long at $150 a foot, we are looking at approximately $30,000 to 100% correct this foundation issue, get it acceptable for a lender. So because of that, that could more or less, kill your deal as well, right? Because I advise them, hey, if you guys are interested in doing this deal because of these new issues we found, $105,000 is way too high for you guys to pay. Same thing for you. I think the appropriate price that would make this deal make sense would be picking it up at $70,000. Now, if you could pick this property up at $70,000, you'd have to go in cash because of the structural issues. And worst case scenario, you're spending $30K to fix this particular issue. There's also a good chance it could be less than $30K. And outside of completely rebuilding the wall, there are other options. Like I've seen a lot of folks, you dig out part of the floor and you install huge steel support beams every like 5 or 6 feet. You'd probably be able to get that job done for in the $10,000 to $15,000 range. And structural integrity, that would probably be fine. That those walls would probably be just fine with that system for the next 50 years. I don't think the house is ever going to cave in or anything like that. But the issue is your lender going to be okay with that fix? And the answer is probably not, right? So to do it 100% right, 100% by the book, you got to redo the walls. And again, that could be approximately, as much as $30K. So if you were able to pick the property up for $70K and then spend all that money, it makes sense. Then you could possibly burn it out. But the issue with what you're trying to do, the reason I don't think this property is right for you is you have $50,000 to play with right now. So we'd have to pick it up for like 70. Then you'd need to spend all that money rehabbing it. So, you're going to need, more close to double or more than double. I don't know what the numbers, I didn't, somewhere around double between that and all the other renovations of what your actual cash available is. So for those reasons, I don't think this deal is going to work for you. I don't think this is necessarily going to be the one you want to target. What I recommend you do from here right now, because of the coronavirus and because of all the things happening. And we got some investors out there like you who are still ready to be aggressive, who think that right now there's going to be opportunities. I agree with those investors, but we've also got a lot of other investors out there who are holding back and they're like, oh, I don't want to make any moves right now. I don't want to be liquid. So because there's so much going on in the market right now, and so many things happening, we are offering a sale like we've never offered before. This is a limited time only. You go to the property search for sale tab and you click the MLS search analysis show. For a limited time only, I am doing 10 analyses for you for the price of $2,000. Not only will I be able to analyze properties you're interested in, you could send them to me just like you've done here, but I will go out and I will take your criteria and I will find you properties that I think make sense. 10 for 2,000. That is a 75% discount. I normally charge $800 a property for that product. So what I recommend you do is I recommend you pick that up right now, as opposed to just doing another single analysis like you've done here, because, I could go out there and I could use my market knowledge and look to find you other things that would actually work for you and what you're looking to do, right? Because you're open to DC, particular properties, and you've got a 50K cash budget. I've got a few types of neighborhoods in mind that I'd like to check out for you, and I've got a few properties in mind, and I'd like to really be able to stretch your $50,000, right? I think I could find you some deals where, you could be all in cash to these deals for under 20K, right? So we might be able to take your $50,000 and stretch it into, approximately 3 properties. But of course, every property I analyze for you, we're probably not going to be able to secure a deal because, some of the investors out there, like I said, they're backing away. But there's a lot of other investors out there who are getting aggressive like you are. And, they're really hammering down on the available deals in the market right now because, they want to make offers. And, we're getting some offers accepted right now that are a lot cheaper than we would have if we weren't dealing with all this coronavirus frenzy, right? Like just this week, I've probably put about 10 properties under contract for clients at prices that 3 months ago would have been unheard of. So there is a lot happening. A lot of opportunities can happen. So that's why I think that product is the best for you. You're probably best served to have me go find those particular properties for you. Because, I could use a lot of my inside knowledge and just things I know about the market and really find you what will fit with what you're trying to do. So the particular property you identified, again, good property, as you see from the footage from my analysis of it already. I really liked this property. I thought it was a really good deal. But, that's what you're paying me for. You're paying me to get you this inside knowledge. As I went deeper into the deal, new information became available. And it's just, it's not a bad deal. It could work for somebody if the seller is willing to sell it for $70,000. That remains to be seen. But with what you're trying to do, your particular acquisition strategy, I just don't think it's going to make sense for you, brother. So again, my recommendation is to check out the MLS search analysis show. Check out the sale we are running right now. Possibly pick yourself up 10 analysis for the low price of $2K. And then you and I are going to be working together for the long haul to pick you up several properties to build that portfolio for you. Same goes for everyone else. Holton-Wise.com, property search for sale tab. Check that out. We could work together long term and hopefully help you guys get through this financial crisis and possibly put you in a much better financial position when we come to the other side of it. As always, I'm James Wise with Holton-Wise, and this is Real Estate Investing Made Easy.
This is your show. This is the show where I work for you directly, taking your needs. I'm going through the MLS and I'm trying to find the best possible deal for you guys. Put down 25%. That's the perfect way to buy this. That's why real estate investing is the greatest industry in the world.
Over 50% of those living in the greater Memphis area rent their home. This fact, combined with the high price-to-rent ratio, is why Forbes rates Memphis, Tennessee as one of the top real estate investment markets in the country. Memphis Investment Properties and their sister property management company, Reedy & Company Realtors, are among the largest and most trusted turnkey operations in this market. With over 30 years in business, a portfolio consisting of more than 2,700 active rentals, and an impeccable track record renovating over 6,000 single-family homes, it's no surprise they are one of the most reputable turnkey operations in the United States.
Rentec Direct provides you with an easy-to-use yet robust platform for managing your properties, complete with its built-in reporting and accounting system that can be customized to fit your business. You can manage work orders and even accept them online from your tenants. You can also share work order details with tenants or owners if you wish. With Rentec Direct, you will also fill your vacancies faster than ever with the built-in marketing tools. Just enter the details of your property and Rentec will automatically provide you with a professional online website, as well as syndicate them to popular websites such as Zillow, Trulia, and Apartments.com to get your listing maximum exposure so it's rented fast.
Cleveland, Ohio is widely considered to be one of the top rental markets in the entire United States. This is because here in Cleveland, our housing prices are low and our rental prices and demand are high. At Holton-Wise, we provide the complete turnkey solution for all real estate investors, whether they are local, out of state, or even abroad. As real estate brokers, we will provide you with agent representation to help you buy properties ranging from single-family homes to large apartment complexes. We even have referrals for lenders who can provide investment property loans to investors located in all 50 states, allowing you to capitalize on the use of leverage or other people's money. We have referrals to top-notch title companies so you know that all of your transactions are safe and secure, with every single property being delivered to you with clear title. Once you close on the property, we have an investor-focused insurance brokerage who can handle all your property insurance needs. This insurance brokerage handles auto, home, life, and business policies, but they specialize in working with policies for landlords. We also have full-service property management. We can handle all rental property advertisements, tenant placement, rent collection, evictions, maintenance, landscaping, construction, and repairs. In addition, Holton-Wise also offers digital media and education. One day, when you are ready to sell your investment, Holton-Wise, as the #1 seller of investment properties in the greater Cleveland area, can market your property in a video just like this one to our worldwide base of investors who are looking to capitalize on the high cash flow opportunities in the Cleveland, Ohio market.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on our latest content, including video tours and analysis of investment properties that are available for sale, real estate investment education, and our most interesting encounters with tenants from hell. Holton-Wise, real estate investing made easy.